Many of you were just watching Body of Proof starring Dana Delaney. There's something about the science of solving a murder mystery that fascinates us. We found a local forensic scientist who says the reality is equally fascinating, but a far cry from TV.
What do we know, Detective?
In Body of Proof, Dana Delaney's job as medical examiner involves her in victims' lives and sends her searching for killers.
Incisions on the chest and the arm.
But the real-life business of solving forensic mysteries is a little different.
On television, they show a forensic scientist like myself, you know, carrying a gun and carrying a badge and interviewing witnesses and you know, talking to the families. That's so far-fetched.
Elizabeth Murray teaches biology at the College of Mount St. Joseph.
Are the receptors simple or complex?
But she's also a forensic anthropologist who specializes in bones.
In forensic science, we speak for the dead. We speak for people who no longer have a voice.
She has worked with law enforcement to identify burned or decomposed bodies in some high-profile cases.
I examined 3 of Anthony Kirkland's 4 local victims and worked with them to try to get those ladies identified.
In the murder of 3-year-old Marcus Feisel, Dr. Murray examined the fragments investigators found in an outdoor chimney.
I was able to tell them that those were the remains of a small child.
I asked Dr. Murray if working on a case like Marcus Feisel's made her sad.
To me, what's sad is seeing what people will do to each other, especially seeing what people who are supposed to love each other will do to each other. That's very sad to me. But as a scientist, it's important that I remain objective because my sadness does not help that victim. My, clinical expertise in the skeleton might.
Those of us who are not scientists wonder what it's like dealing with dead bodies and body parts.
I try to look at that person as a scientific specimen, and my ability to interpret what I see in their bones is my way of giving something to the community. The interfaces of different densities, light gets bent.
Although teaching is her primary job, Dr. Murray works on 5 to 20 forensic cases a year. But here's where reality differs from art. She sticks to the scientific analysis. Law enforcement people solve the crime.
There's a dead body out there somewhere who's more important than I am. As usual, you don't understand.
Production companies want us to fall in love with a set of characters. And they want us to see this compassion that these people have as they follow these cases from beginning to end.
So while Dana Delaney tracks down leads in a dark house, Dr. Murray solves her piece of the puzzle and moves on.
I don't want to say I don't care who did it, but it's certainly not my job to go after the bad guy. Yeah. I'm just here to speak for the victim.
And if you're interested in the art and science of forensics, Dr. Murray wrote a book which came out last year. It's called Death: Corpses, Cadavers, and Other Grave Matters. Clyde?
All right, Carol. And now